Hello viewers, today on My Queen News we want to take to all our sponsors for allowing us to be live today and also you to be live with us. We guarantee that no other broadcast will have the hottest news like us because we have different contexts like with the CIA or the Taliban or some terrorists. It's not the most ethical thing, but it's completely worth it. So come on and enjoy.
To start with, have you ever wondered why every year there is more traffic, higher prices of products, and apparently less empty space in your city? Well, today we'll show you how Mexico has experienced its process of urbanization and current issue with overpopulation. First, we have that Castro Mercedes states that the number of Mexican citizens has risen potentially due to the execution of revolutionary movements such as medical, technological, economic, and demographic. According to Statista, Mexico has an estimated 128 million people habitating the 1,973,000 square kilometers. This overpopulation issue has escalated to a problem that the government has tried to solve by the creation of new organizations like CONAP, which have made clear adjustments in new laws imposed to better control the quantity of newborn babies in the country. This current situation has led to unfavorable scenarios which involve facts such as the need to expand the city's dimensions to ensure that each individual has a place to live, get a job, and simply keep in touch with the rest of the society. Another consequence is that every year there are more environmental issues related to the dramatic increase in the population number, like less water, more contamination variables, and lastly, an increase in the cost of daily products and many other services. To give you a better understanding of the problem, we decided to ask by ourselves how bad it has been for citizens to adapt to these constant changes. Let's go ahead with the interview made by Jonathan.
They have the pleasure to have an interview with a very smart person and very capable, a great investigator and a recognized scientist from INEGI. His name is Sebastián Barragán. How are you, Sebastián?
Muchas gracias. Muy bien.
Thank you very much. Very good. Greeting to everyone on the news. Thank you for taking your time for this interview. We really appreciate it. Well, first of all, what do you think about increasing the tortillas price here in Mexico? Well, for now, it has been kind of hard to try to simulate. Each day it becomes more difficult to get this kind of product despite the fact that I work really hard during the day. I would really like to be able to live in a better home for the same price I am currently paying. But that's impossible at this moment because of rents getting more expensive each month. Next question. Do you think that increasing the salary of the population would make any difference?
Ah,
I don't really think that would help in the long term.
ah,
If the salary of the population in general increases, this may lead to a proportional increase in the prices of other products, so that wouldn't make any difference. What do you think about the contamination? Do you think there is a relation between overpopulation and damage to the environment?
sí. Sí hay una
Of course I do. Pollution is what worries me the most. It is kinda obvious that if more people are going to travel around the city, or even travel around the country, that will mean that more vehicles will be produced in order to satisfy the transportation demand. In this way, the damage to the environment will be worse.
De esta manera, el daño al medio ambiente va a crecer.
What do you think would be a way to avoid overpopulation?
Bueno, han habido
Well, there has been research that says that if the government invests more in education, this could be one of the best ways to face this problem. In this way, young people can be aware about the problem we have, and since they will be the ones who will have the control of society in the future, they will be able to make a real change.
From here, I have to say thank you very much for your time with us. We hope you managed to overcome your current situation. As a professional news broadcast, we really appreciate what the citizens have to communicate with us. In fact, we have been amazed by how well people have analyzed the current issue and matched it with other factors. Sebastian shared with us that it is believed by him and other citizens that in the next months, more contamination will be seen in the city due to the increase in the population numbers. So, as you can see, the situation is turning really complex and people are getting concerned about a possible rise in the presence of their needs. For now, we may just keep waiting for the next government response or attempt at a solution. Now we get to a brief pause, and when we get back, do you think Mexico is the only place with overpopulation problems? And next, look at what the Angola's Prime Minister declared as a new law. And also keep in touch with these extravagant lives of these Hollywood actors. We are coming back.
Commercial break!
Are you tired of dirty dishes when you just wanted a cup of water? Or having to deal with your dog's mess when he breaks a glass? Here is your solution. Yummy Shots are biodegradable and edible cups made with premium ingredients from Tabasco. First, you'll fill your Yummy Shot to the top. Then, you drink it like a man. And at last, you just eat it. Today, we offer you a great deal. If you buy a pack of Yummy Shots, you'll get a 2002 Game Boy Advance SP and a brand new Nintendo Switch. Also, if you are the first person calling, you will also get a PSG shirt signed by Lionel Messi. Get rid of dirty glasses and order your Yummy Shots now.
Well, now that we are back, did you know that we are not the only country with an overpopulation issue? That is right. Actually, China has the same problem. Due to the massive amount of people that have moved from the rural areas to the city, China's government must adapt to these new conditions of the population. The updating in the system of the complexity of big cities has become a necessity these days. Jones Langlassalle furtherly asserts that this demographic movement started in 1978 when the economy was growing quickly in big cities. If we take into consideration that in the 50s of the past century, most of China's population, around 89% of it, lived in rural areas, and nowadays that percentage has minimized into less than 49%, the transition can be visualized as a dramatic change. Thank you very much for your attention at this segment. Hope you have a wonderful day. And now we switch to Jonathan with the entertainment news.
Hello everyone. Welcome to the entertainment section of McQueen News, the fastest news on earth. Today we have some spicy news just for you. First of all, the actor, rapper, businessman, philanthropist, and YouTuber Marshall Mathers, known popularly as Eminem, has announced his retirement from rap music. He strongly argues that he has no more excitement at creating new rap music, with nonsense or respect or flow. Now, he wants to become part of the Christian community. In fact, he has become promised to change his lifestyle to be more accurate with God's desires, announcing that he will leave his materialism habits on the past. Moving ahead, the TikTok influencer and artist Bella Birch has made an official announcement which states that her new song will have the special participation of Chayanne. The context of the song hasn't been defined yet, but many people guess that it will be an attribute to Valentin Elizalde, the best artist ever conceived in the world. And the mix with Bella and Luis Miguel will cause an extravagant new type of music genre by the end of this year.
Angola's prime minister had declared that dogs are satanic radicals and should be handed and executed to the god of the profound sea. Argentina continued to evaluate the animal problem, but the prime minister of Angola has refused to declare and refute any criticism made by the media. Also, as a warning, he burned more than 200 dogs alive in the Angolan desert. As we speak right now, 1,000 volunteers from Buenos Aires are searching in the Angolan desert before their dogs give their last bark. In other news, the Peru Senate had created a new law where citizens will have to pay an extra tax for every game that the football players of Peru lose in the qualifiers to Qatar. This with the intention of giving better improvement on the team productivity. But the team lost 90% of their games, and so the citizens have to start sale their children to pay the debts that it will fall on their heads. So yeah, it will cost a lot of money.
こちらスネーク。地上の廃棄所前に到着した。
予定通りだな。ブランクがあるとは思えん。
VR 訓練のおかげだ。潜水艦内の予習が役に立った。
We've just been informed that Nigeria is an created state that is completely fake. It's invented by Egyptians to evade taxes. This has obligated the UN to declare, and all the citizens of this fake country named Nigeria were paid actors from Somalia and some Peruvian kids. China has banned an American actor for the 9th time this week. This is because the American actor couldn't indicate on the map where was the location of the nation. But the actor stated that he was set up because they turned the map upside down, and he argues that he is not the immense ignorant that media says. And he created a conference so he can declare his cultural geography abilities. But his daughter, who's supposed to support him on press conference, said clearly that China was part of Texas. So they have to leave the conference. I don't know if that will be good for their career. A new type of frog, a poisonous frog, has been discovered in East Asia, and it has wings. This has caused a lot of problems in the near villages of the area, and the villagers have trained their dogs to fight them. But this ended in a bigger disaster. So again, Argentina has continued to talk about annual problems. According to the New York Times, PepsiCo, or most known as Pepsi, has bought 9 Swedish military submarines. The European Union has entered in panic, and also Coca-Cola took advantage of this incident to promote their new slogans in their posters. Spill Coke, not blood. Promoting speed slogans. But Pepsi didn't took this pretty good, so they threatened Coca-Cola that if they don't shut down all the campaign, they will use the submarines to attack FEMSA factories. The United States has been in favor of Pepsi having weapons, and also that all the private companies around the world should have their own weapons so they can provide and protect their own interests. Also, the United States have said and state that they could provide with supplies of different types of military weapons to Pepsi. This outraged Coca-Cola, so Coca-Cola has bought 14 planes from southern Russia like a protest.
Well, it looks like our time is over for today. Thank you very much for watching our broadcast until the end. We are really glad to be able to spread global news with the public like you. Remember to follow our social media accounts in Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, MySpace, TikTok, and also do not forget to join our Discord server to keep updated with the most recent news. We are continuously uploading new information to all of these sites to keep the population on track with the hottest news. From everyone who is working here in the filming set, we hope you have an excellent day, and also we hope you to come back to McQueen News tomorrow at the same time and on the same channel. Thank you very much.